Hello, this is a message for somebody who particularly has been receiving something. This could be receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of messages, a lot that's particularly coming from or through the super crown chakra, which is located above your head. It's located above the crown. I have to say, I'm not as extremely familiar with the super crown chakra as the seven chakra centers, but it's being extremely highlighted right now that there are something like radio waves, frequencies, some kind of energy you're receiving, whether it's thoughts that you can't release that keep coming up over and over again, whether it's dreams, maybe it could be coming through at random points of the day when you're just washing your dishes and you kind of zone out and you tune into flow energy. There's a person here who has very ethereal sort of, I'm getting someone who almost moves with the wind. It's like when the wind changes direction, you pick up on it. When the leaves rustle, they might tell you something. When birds are flying across your window or you see feathers outside your window, it comes at these specific times in these specific frequencies that are trying to tell you something. And it's not so much about what the message is for some of you. It might be that the message itself is telling you something important. It might mean something important to you. But the message about these messages specifically is that you have the right, you have the will, capacity, and capability to pass on whatever needs to be said. I don't know if this is perhaps through song. These could be some kind of frequencies that are coming through as inspiration. You might draw, you might sing, you might make music, you might simply be someone whose voice is significant in the sense that it is piercing. You get to the heart of the truth. And I'm seeing actually there's the eye of the storm, where you are able to pass on a frequency of calm amidst a chaotic situation. You might also be somebody who understands the calm before the storm. So some of you could be receiving messages as warnings for others. And there's something about the fact that your human spirit, or just your spirit in this human body, in this time continuum, in the space that you're in, wherever you are, in whatever phase of your life, there's something important about not allowing anybody to give you permission on what you can and cannot do with what you are here to say, what you're here to pass on, whatever message, whatever truth. Because there was something about you having something, you getting to the heart of the message, the heart of the truth, something you pierce through some kind of untruth, you pierce through some kind of chaos, some kind of storm. You might be somebody who brings clarity to others, or you are meant to bring clarity to others. And particularly, whatever this is for you, there's an important message that there's nobody who can tell you whether or not you are allowed to do this. You are being asked to remember that the human spirit, or that the spirit in your human body itself, is indomitable, it's untamable, I think it's kind of like the wind. Nobody can tell the wind whether or not it's going to go east or west. Nobody can tell the wind whether or not it's going to move, whether or not it's going to change direction. In the same way, there might have been cycles within your life that kept repeating that might have been telling you, or that others may have been telling you, you can't move through this direction, or you can't repeat this thing that you're doing or that you want to do. You can't go this way. But there's something about no matter how much authority somebody's words may be deemed to have based on, let's say, recognition by other people in some kind of consensus reality sense of the word, nobody is allowed to tell you what you did or did not see. Nobody's allowed to tell you, and it's not even not allowed to tell you. It's like, I feel like this is a person, or you are a person who is here to speak, whether or not, or here to relay a message, whether it's through speaking art, through music, through singing, through your voice. But there is something important about truth and a message that you are transmitting, and nobody can tell you, nobody can give you the approval of this message. Nobody can give you the approval to say what you need to say, because whether or not others approve, you're going to say it anyway. And you need to almost, there's something about opening the passageway of this message. It's like it's moving through that super crown, through the crown, and it's almost going just directly into the throat chakra. It's almost like it's bypassing the third eye, but strangely enough, it's like you are the third eye. You know yourself, or you're being asked to remember that you know yourself. You're being asked to remember that these truths were meant to come through you, and they were meant to be grounded somehow, grounded down into physical manifest reality, into the physical manifest world. And it's almost like this dark moon that's happening right now, or is about to happen. It's a stopping point in the moon's cycle. It's where the cycle ends before the new moon comes and resets a whole new cycle. A whole new cycle begins. And it's like it's a time to stop and go. To stop and go with the heart. There is a heart energy within you that's bigger than anything else that I'm seeing. And these frequencies are all coming from the heart. They are all coming through you because you have the capacity to receive them due to an incredibly big, honestly enormous heart energy that is quite a lot bigger than almost it's bigger than any other energy centers that I'm seeing within you. And I think there is something about grounding down where if you're having trouble with materializing something from these messages that you know you're meant to be receiving, or you know you're meant to be passing on, what's important to remember is that nobody's approval will stop or begin a cycle for you. Nobody's opinion, no matter how expertly they may seem, will be able to tell you to begin or to stop, because this is going to happen anyway. It's like there's something, it's coming back to that eye of the storm message, where nobody can stop a hurricane, nobody can stop a storm from happening, and it's almost like you bring the power of the storm, but it is something about how the storm makes everything stop before it can begin anew, how one has to prepare to receive something that is uncomfortable and that may seem threatening. So your message may seem threatening because it is so heart-centered and pierces through to the heart of the truth, which is very difficult to receive in a reality that makes it difficult to survive unless one is guided by untruths such as status, money, or appearances. Appearances are ruling this world, and you have something to share that shatters illusions. I'm seeing it breaks mirrors. There's a power, a lightning storm. It's a sudden shock, and it's meant to be that way. And there's something about don't question this, don't question who you are, don't question your spirit, because you are the third eye. You are the eye of the storm, and you are meant to have this effect. And there's nothing wrong with you. There's something very wrong with a reality where people find it easier to survive if they are allowing themselves to be comforted by lies, by untruths. And that's very difficult. That's very difficult to be almost tactile in this world, to be connected to the physical world, to people, to your voice, to your message. But it comes through you no matter what, because you're receiving it. And I think the hardest thing is for you to almost open your mouth and speak, or pick up a pen and write. But there's something about the fact that no matter what, if you just begin to let it trickle out of you, if you just begin to let it pour out, almost like when you take a drink of water and you spill a little because it trickles down your chin, just let it trickle out bit by bit in whatever way you can, whether it's just for you or just honestly into the void of nothingness that sometimes seems to surround you. Nothing can penetrate the peace that you've built through creating a large aura that is centered in the heart. So allow yourself, because nobody else is allowed to allow you.